Alright, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the LAZIO career mode series. And today with a post-commentary episode. I haven't done that something like that in a while. And it was mainly because, well, I wanted to make a bit of a shorter video because we don't have the biggest of fixtures coming up, or not the biggest of opponents. But, as you can see, the video is still quite long, and as you can read by the title, there's gonna be loads of goals. So the first game, we do have Udinese away from home, who obviously feature Antonio Di Natale, the legend up front. And we've started with Simone Zaza at striker, actually, because, well, he's a young striker, and obviously we want to develop him. So the first chance would fall to Udinese, but Marchetti makes a pretty easy save there, and from that we try to start an attack with Biglia, but a terrible pass there. Di Natale intercepts it, but it's Thoreau who would miss the chance afterwards. And now it's Philippe Anderson who passes it out to Cavanda, and with a nice cross in, he finds Simone Zaza, but unfortunately it goes actually quite wide. It wasn't the greatest of headers by Simone Zaza. And from a nice tackle, Keita gets the ball here. He runs through the left wing, and looks like he's not going to get stopped, but indeed he does. By Kone. However, we do get a free kick here, and Condreva obviously can kick those, and this is just perfect. I love that goal because that's literally what I was thinking, or what I wanted to do there. I wanted to cross it to the near post to Simone Zaza, and I wanted to head that one in, and that ball was at the perfect spot. To be fair, the goalkeeper probably should have done better there, but still, it was a very nice set piece there. And now it's Udinese on the attack here in the 33rd minute as Antonio Di Natale passes it through to Thoreau. I think that's Cyril Thoreau, or Thoreau, or something like that. I think he's French, or his name is French. But shortly defending by me there. Really, I should have done a lot better, and probably Marchetti could have done better too, really, because the shot was right at him, and I went just millimeters by his right hand. But Antonio Di Natale makes it 2-1 here just before halftime, and just look at that. 3 players around him, and nobody could really stop him from scoring there, which is just quite a shame, really. Shameful defending. However, just before halftime, we do get a big chance here with Antonio Condreva. However, Danilo blocks the shot here, and it goes out for a corner. So into the second half now, in the 61st minute, Antonio Di Natale yet again on the ball, passes it over to Allen, and Allen passes it over to Thoreau, and what a shot that was. Again, terrible defending by me. I don't know what was wrong with me in this game, but my defending, let's just say, was fucking disgusting. Yeah, that's probably the right word. But the commentator said he was in great form, and if you're in great form, a shot like that goes in off the crossbar, and absolutely no chance for Federico Marchetti there. And now Djordjevic passed it over to Lulic. We tried to get back in this game. We were playing actually really well, but defensively we made too many mistakes, and now it's Condreva again with a corner here. And it goes right to Djordjevic, who I've brought on earlier for Simone Zaza. And yet again it's Condreva assisting on a set piece. But this time it's Djordjevic with the header, and that was just, again, very nice header. Djordjevic is a great aerial threat. He's going to win probably like 40% of the headers. He's going to win, and it's just a very nice asset, really, to have as in a striker. And unfortunately, Udinese make it 4-2 in the 79th minute. Yet again, not really the best of defending. And I think that's actually their centre back, and I'm not sure why he was so far up the pitch, but we couldn't really recover from that. We did get a couple of chances after the 4-2, but we were, like I said, we were never gonna recover from that. And just looking at the stats, we've played really well. We've created a lot of chances, higher pass accuracy, but just 4 shots on target for Udinese, actually 5, because there was that header earlier that Marchetti caught. But they've pretty much scored with almost every single shot on target they've had. And now we do have Palermo, and after the 4-2, a really poor defensive showing, I really wanted to have a clean sheet here against Palermo, who are currently sitting in 12th. We've slipped to second, actually. If you've seen it earlier, we were actually in first. and now AC Milan have taken over the first place in Serie A, and obviously Palermo feature a very dangerous man there in Dybala, who is in real life like linked with pretty much every big club in Europe. Everybody wants him, and why not? He's a very good young striker. And now we get off to a pretty good start here. A nice attack. Zaza puts Keita through on a very nice pass, and a finish to the near post gives us the 1-0 lead here. And it was like this as a like 14 real life seconds or something that after the kickoff. Then let me get it straight again. This goal took like 14 seconds from kickoff, 14 real life seconds, and the keeper probably should have done better there, but near post is kind of OP. And Keita really was in for a big game. Just a couple of minutes after his goal, a nice shot from, I think, was it outside the box? I think it was barely outside the box, and the keeper with a beautiful save. Managed to save that. Palermo finally got the first chance of the game in the 40th minute, but after that they looked very dangerous. Marchetti had to make a great save here, so Palermo looked quite dangerous at the end of the first half, but right here we get a beautiful attack going, and just look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, and Keita with his second goal on the day in the 60th minute makes it 2-0 to Lazio, and that pretty much killed Palermo, to be honest. After that we were dominating the game entirely and barely gave them a chance, and I just loved that pass by Lulic there. First a nice little flick by Felipe Anderson, that little back heel flick, and then a beautiful ball through to Keita, and obviously he makes it 2-0, and Lulic right there passed it through to Balde Keita, and I'm sorry, it was actually Zaza on the 2-0 who made the nice pass, and Lulic here with the assist on the through ball, and Keita with his hat-trick that would make it 4 goals on the season for him, so he actually quadrupled his season goal total in this game with his hat-trick here. And after that Palermo actually got one last chance here with Cao Silva, and Marchetti with a bit of trouble here, almost putting the ball in his own net. But he would keep his clean sheet here, and after conceding 4 goals in the previous game, just wait, what is Luis doing here? He's hugging his imaginary friend or something. I don't know, but like I said, after conceding 4 goals in the previous game, it was very nice to keep a clean sheet here. We do get 3 emails from our players. Ledesma wants to be sold in the next transfer window, and Stefano Mari and Brian Pereira thank me for playing them every now and then. And now we have a squad report, as we are again into a new month, and I think that's actually the month of April already. Or is it March? I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, as you could see, Cavanda winner +2, Muru is gonna +1, which is very nice. And then we also have Christian Ledesma, unfortunately still -1, obviously because he's getting old. And let's keep scrolling through. We get some very nice progression from our forward players, as you're gonna see in a second. Candreva still a +1, but now the big ones, which is Filip Djordjevic, who's now an 82 overall, went up +3. And also Simone Zaza's finally gone up +1, which is obviously great. But Felipe Anderson also +2, now a 79 overall. Balde Keita, unfortunately, still because of his injury, has lost a couple of stats. But I'm pretty sure, especially after that last performance, that he's gonna start growing soon. And now we do take on Sassuolo, obviously the ex-club of Simone Zaza, and we've actually taken the lead back from Milan's hands, as we are tied with them on points, but I think the head-to-head record is in our favor here. And obviously Sassuolo feature a very interesting player in Domenico Berardi, who they have on loan from Juventus, a very great player, a very good player to get in career mode. And this time it's Djordjevic up front, and I'm not sure, no, it's a Radu back in after Muru played the last one. And again we get to a great start here in the 6th minute. It's again Djordjevic with a header, and just look at the keeper there. In absolute no man's land, and you really have to blame him for that one, even though you can't be sure if he would have actually saved that had he been in a right position. But Djordjevic scored his 5th goal on the season, which is, I don't know, which is I guess to blame on me, because I'm rotating my strikers a lot, because obviously we have Klose a legend who I still want to give a lot of chances. And we have Simone Zaza, a young player with a lot of potential who I obviously want to play a lot. And then there's Jodovic, who is already a pretty good player, but he's featured. I think he's not featured enough. I have to play him a lot more in the future, and as he makes it 2-0 right here after Berardi actually hit the crossbar. And yet again they hit the crossbar here just before halftime, so we were very lucky. This game could have easily been 2-0. And in the 65th minute I decided to make a triple substitution. Unfortunately, that little graphic went away quite quickly, but Onazi just seconds after coming in with a nice shot here. But in the second half we were pretty much in control of the game, besides in this situation here where let's just not talk about defending, alright? I've had enough bad defending in the Udinese game, as Klose has also come in. Missed that one quite wide, which doesn't matter obviously, because yet again it's a clean sheet for us. We win 2-0 against Sassuolo, an opponent who obviously we had to beat. And next episode it's gonna be Fiorentina in the cup, obviously the second leg after we won the first one 3-0, and after that it's gonna be Fiorentina again, so it's gonna be a little Fiorentina doubleheader, and after that probably another post-commentary episode, just to get a little bit quicker to the end of the season, and it indeed was March. And if you could see right there, Napoli also beat Torino 3-0 in the first leg, so it looks like we're gonna play Napoli in the final of the Coppa Italia, which obviously we still have to play the second leg, but I'm pretty sure we can get through. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more LAZIO career mode, and support the series. Tune in next time. See you guys then. Goodbye. Yeah.